Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this really adorable Hello Kitty and Friends fall themed nail set. So let's jump right into it. So first thing I'm doing is I started off with some nail tips. I did already go ahead and buff them, and then I went ahead and added my base coat gel. So my base coat gel, I do usually 2 layers for extra long nails, and I use the Beetles base coat gel, and now I'm going in with a nude color. I'm using this nude color from Beetles, and everything I'm using will be in my Amazon storefront as well as in the description box down below. So I'm going ahead and just doing a few layers of this. This is the most perfect nude color ever. I honestly love it so much, and I actually had no idea what direction I wanted to go in for this nail set. I just know that I knew that I wanted it to be super cute, and of course fall vibe is what she ordered, and I knew that I wanted to create something that I have never seen anybody create before, like a one-of-a-kind set that I've never seen. Super cute Hello Kitty, like something that everybody would probably love. So I started out with the light pink color. This color is called Baby Rose by Nail Reserve. It is my all-time favorite baby pink gel polish. It is a 1-coat coverage, just so good. Honestly, one of the best colors ever. And I am creating a French tip on the pinky and on the thumb, and then I'm doing the solid pink on the ring finger and middle finger because those nails are going to have the characters on there. I wanted it to be a solid, nice background. I did not want the background to be nude, so I decided to keep it baby pink. And I knew that I wanted the characters to be very visible, and the baby pink is perfect because it's the closest thing to white that is still girly and will go with the vibes of this nail set that I'm creating. So once I did all the French tips, I did go ahead and cure, and once I was done curing, I knew I wanted to incorporate really cute little acorns into this nail set. So I'm doing little acorns here. I'm using my 9mm liner brush from Nailzbydev, and I'm just going ahead with a dark gel polish, and I'm creating the tops of the acorn and then the bottoms of the acorn with a lighter dark brown color. So they're both still dark brown, except the top one is mixed with a little bit of black, and then the one on the bottom is just a little bit of a lighter, almost just perfect acorn color. Honestly, you can do the acorns any shade of brown that you would like. It's gonna look cute regardless, but I like these kind of shades. I feel like it looks the most, not realistic because this is cartoonish, but you know, I guess you could say realistic. So once I had that down, I did cure in between. You always want to cure when you're doing any type of character work or detailed nail art, because you want to make sure that you don't mess it up on accident, smearing it with your hand, or your brush can just fall out of your hand. Like, so many things can happen. If you have pets like me, like your cat can just jump up on your desk out of nowhere and mess you up. So you want to make sure that you are curing your good lines as you go, and you can use a little flashy cure lamp for this if you don't want to keep putting your nails into the lamp. So that's what I do. And the little flashy lamp I use is from Opaque. I got it when they were having a sale. It's the Hello Kitty one. I don't even know if they still have it, but that's what I use. And then here I am kind of trying to create some detail on the tops of the acorns here, just like a little grid pattern. The grid pattern is what the acorns actually have, like a little, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, like a grid. Honestly, you can't really tell that it's even there, so I did not worry about it too much. But yeah, once I was done with that, then I went ahead and added some detail to the bottoms of the acorns as well. And I'm sorry if you guys hear any type of noise in the background. It is my dog. She's being so obnoxious right now. She is addicted to these dog cookies from Costco, and she asked me for them all day long. Like, she actually asked me, like, she will grab my arm with her paw and just start pawing me, and maybe it's because I spoil her too much, so I'm trying so hard to ignore her right now. But now I'm going to be creating little leaves here. So I wanted to do a really cute design on the French, so the little leaves and the little acorns, and the little leaves are just going to be different shades and different types of leaves. This is honestly one of my favorite parts as well. It really added to the cuteness of the nail set. I'm going in with just different shades of yellow and orange and mixing them together, and a little bit of brown, and just creating little leaves here. So they do not need to be perfect. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but basically you're just going to do a pointy almond and then add a little tail, which is going to be just the bottom of the leaf, and then I'm going to add some details in a second here. So I'm doing that to all of them, and here I am adding a brown leaf, and then just like I said, you could do any shade you would like. You can do like burgundy leaves, orangey, brown, whatever you want. It's going to be super cute regardless. This is even a cute design, even if you don't want to incorporate the Hello Kitty. If you're scared to draw the Hello Kitty characters, just doing these little leaves is a super cute way to make a really pretty fall nail set, especially when you add the little glitter that I'm going to add later. So yeah, here I am doing that, and there's just so many things you could do with the set. Even adding just a little acorn onto each nail would be cute, or adding one little leaf in the middle of the French would be cute. So many different varieties of options and designs that you can do with something like this. So it's all about being creative. Like, look at a nail set and just think like, what can I do with that? Or I'm getting inspo from this, what can I make that like, if you don't want, like, this is for like if you don't want to replicate mine exactly, just try to think of what you can do that's similar if you want to try to create your own design or things like that. That's what I do whenever I get inspo from somebody. And yeah, so now I'm going ahead and I'm going to be painting this really pretty pumpkin nail. So I knew on the pointer finger I wanted to incorporate pumpkins somehow, because I know that this is a fall nail set, but I wanted it to be very pretty and cohesive with the nail set. So I decided to do this really pretty pumpkin design. I had told you guys in I think it was a recent video, that I really like this design. So I'm going ahead and doing the half pumpkin. You're going to go a little less than half down the nail and then create a pumpkin, and then I'm going to go in right on top with the baby pink, and I'm going to do a baby pink pumpkin right on top. And I am curing the pumpkins after I'm done filling it in. I am not doing them at the same time, because then the colors will bleed together and smear everywhere. And then once that's all finished, I'm going in with this chocolate brown liner gel from Nailzbydev. I think it's called Triple Fudge. It is a really nice liner gel that is a dark brown color. And then I'm going ahead and using my brush to create the lines. This is just a perfect thin brush because it just helps you get the lines that you want to get when you're trying to do any type of line work. Using a shorter brush, I noticed that I struggle more, so a longer brush or a very thin shorter brush will help you. And I'm just doing the little pumpkin lines. I don't know what these are called, but this is going to create the ridges that a real pumpkin has, and I'm doing that, and then I'm doing the same thing on the other pumpkin as well. And then once I'm done with this, I'm going to cure it, and once that's all cured, I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be applying I think I applied some glitter, but I don't know if I did it yet. I can't remember. Oh, first I'm doing some shading. So some shading and then characters, and I think that I do glitter later. But I'm adding a little bit of the orange color that I used for the pumpkin with a little bit of base coat and a tiny bit of brown. And this is going to create the perfect shading color. And then I don't know what happened here, you guys. I accidentally didn't record the first part of the little frog, Keroppi. So I'm just going ahead here and showing you guys where I'm at right now. So I did the base pumpkin part, and then the little body, and then the little head. The head is like a very elongated circle. It is not a perfect circle. It is very long on the sides. And then I went ahead and did the eyes. The eyes are very big, so they are also almost touching. There's not a gap in between his eyes, or I'm pretty sure it's a he. So there's not a gap in between. So I'm just going ahead and doing the eyes like this. And my favorite brush for doing any type of circles is the Nailzbydev 9mm, because I could fill it in and do the circle at the same time. And then the mouth is open like this, kind of like a shocked type of mouth. So then I did that. And then once I was done with that, I'm deciding to add the background. Sometimes if I get frustrated with the character, I will move on to something else and then come back to the line work after. So that's what you'll see me go back and forth in a kind of a random pattern. But I did add a little bit of the blush, or like the blushing cheeks, by adding just a little bit of light pink mixed, or a little bit of a bright pink mixed with base coat to create a pink shading color. And I did that for the cheeks. Then I'm doing the hands, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going back in with my Triple Fudge liner gel from Nailzbydev, and I went back to my nail liner brush because it's perfect and thin enough for the character to where I need to create these very thin lines. I am always so nervous to have to outline circles because it could go so wrong so fast. It is so hard, and the best tip I can give you when you are outlining a circle like this is to do the first top half and then connect the bottom half. Never try to do it all in one line stroke, because it's almost impossible. Like, trust me, I tried so many times. You might be able to do it, but it's just so hard, especially when you want to get it super even. So do the top half and then the bottom half if you're struggling, because that's what I just noticed over time of doing so many circles, that when I try to do it in one brush stroke, I could just never get it, and then I mess up my lines and I have to go back and erase everything, and it just really sucks. So I like to give you guys my tips for creating, an even character design. And then since I already had the chocolate liner gel on my brush, I went ahead and added details to the leaves, the little leaf lines. I guess those are the veins of the leaves. I added that, and then I of course went in and did Keroppi's mouth as well, outlining that. And like I said, it's just super hard to do any type of circular line, so I was trying my best. And then I'm going in here and doing the body and outlining his hands and his body and the pumpkin that he's inside of. And yeah, so that's all I'm doing for this character. And honestly, this was one of the easier characters. The only thing that was hard was the eyeballs. It was super difficult to outline. I have this sped up ×4, so that just goes to show how slow I was actually going. I was going very slow, so don't feel pressured if it looks like I'm doing it so easy. It's just that it's sped up and I was actually taking my time, so don't worry about that. Never feel self-conscious about how long you take, because trust me, it is so hard to do stuff like this. Like, it really is. So now I'm going ahead and doing the pumpkin outline, and the pumpkin does not have a jack-o'-lantern face or anything. I'm keeping this very fall vibes by not adding a jack-o'-lantern to anything. I'm just doing the regular pumpkin, and then here I am adding some outlining to the leaves and acorn over here on the French tip nails. And then once I'm done with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some finishing details to Keroppi, and then starting off on my next character, which is going to be Hello Kitty. So you guys know Hello Kitty is one of the harder characters to draw, at least for me. Like, for me personally, Hello Kitty is a little hard to draw because of the things you have to get right, but it is definitely possible. I only practiced a few times. I think I only drew Hello Kitty like 3 times before I felt like I really nailed it and I could tell like what I need to do right and everything next time. For Keroppi, I did add a little striped outfit on him, and then I did add some shading to the pumpkin using the same shading mixture that I used for the other pumpkins on the pointer finger. And then, like I said, just adding details to the little leaves. And then that's pretty much it for this nail, but I wanted to add a little something more, so I added these really cute, very subtle clouds with my little mini cleanup brush from Nailzbydev. This is one of the older ones. I don't know if her cleanup brush still looks like this, but I got it in a mystery box a while back, so I just went ahead and did this with this brush right here. Just doing little patting strokes creates the perfect cloud, and it looks so perfect and natural to where it looks like it's like actually real. You know what I mean. So yeah. Then once I had that down, I decided to go in with Hello Kitty. I'm using my brush with some white gel polish, and I'm just going ahead and creating Hello Kitty's head. Hello Kitty has the same shaped head as Keroppi. Of course, they are all created by the same person, I think. So yeah, they are going to have similarities in the way the characters are built. So I'm going ahead and doing the head, and then I'm going to do the ears. And it was hard kind of getting the head down. I felt like I was messing up for some reason. And then the ears, of course, they can't be too pointy, but they can't be too round. But it's okay, this could all be fixed because I have to go back and outline anyways. So if I make the ears a little bit too pointy, I can slightly round them out when I go into outline. So I didn't worry too much about that. And yeah, so I'm just going ahead and doing Hello Kitty here. It honestly took me a while. Like I said, it's sped up ×4. And then once I'm done with that, I'm just going ahead and doing the bow. I decided to do the bow in this burnt orange color, almost like a dark red, which is the same color that I used on Keroppi's outfit. I wanted it to be cohesive, so I went ahead and used the same color for the bow. And then here I am doing that. And then after that, I'm going to move on to Hello Kitty's outfit and then outlining. So once I had Hello Kitty's outfit down, it looks like one of her little legs is raised up. So I went ahead and just did this like that. And I did get a few inspo photos from Pinterest. I think I'll insert the inspo photos at the very end in case you guys wanted to see what I was kind of going for as far as the characters go. So yeah, I will put them at the very end. I always go on Pinterest for all of my inspo. I will just search the name of the character I want to draw and look for literally probably like an hour at inspo photos and see what I find that I want to recreate. So yeah, another thing I decided to add was to add the little leaves on the bottom of Hello Kitty to make it look like she is in a leaf pile. So I decided to do that by adding a few different colors all mashed together, and then I decided to go in and add the details afterwards. This is a very easy way to do a pile of leaves without having to be so intricate and precise about what you're doing, because I just added a bunch of blobs of color and then later went back in and outlined them to, you know, add more definition. And then here I am adding some more leaves to the sky. I basically wanted it to look like they are under a tree that has a bunch of falling leaves. That is the vibe I was going for, with the acorns and the leaves and everything like that. And then I'm adding some more color to the bow by adding a little bit of orange. I felt like it was looking a little flat, so I did that. And then after that is done, then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. So the next thing is glitter. I knew that I wanted to add glitter to this nail set. I was so excited to go ahead and add some sparkle because I definitely knew I wanted to incorporate some. So I'm just adding this really pretty gold glitter. This is actually from Nailzbydev, and I used two mixtures, a mixture of one from Nail Couture and then the Nailzbydev one. And then I decided to add little tiny glitter polka dots on the thumb and pinky as well, and that really brought it together. And then of course I outlined the pink pumpkin as well, but for some reason I just forgot to. So then I went ahead and did that, and then once that's all done, I am curing. And then once it's all cured, I always go in with a lint-free wipe and a little tiny bit of alcohol, and I'm going to wipe away my characters. Sometimes liner gels, because they are so pigmented, have the tendency to smear when you go in to apply your top coat. So I like to wipe the character first and then go in with top coat. So now I'm going in and top coating the nails. I'm using my Beetles gel top coat, and I'm just going ahead and making sure these nails are perfect. And I think I don't top coat the pumpkin nail because I end up realizing later that I want to add glitter or that I forgot to. So I'm just doing the characters for now and the nails that I know are finished. And I love the way it turned out so far. It is so freaking cute, like literally the fall vibes. I like the fact that I decided to add the dark brown instead of black for outlining the characters. I feel like it really contributes to the cozy fall vibe that I was trying to portray for this nail set. And yeah, I love it. So once the top coat is all nice and on, I noticed that sometimes Beetles top coat can have bubbles, so I just kind of go back and forth for like a while until I get the bubbles out, because it could take away from the character. That's why my favorite top coat for characters is the Nailzbydev one, but I haven't repurchased it yet because I just haven't. So I had ran out a little bit ago, and then now since I am done and those other nails are cured, I am going ahead and adding my rhinestones. I decided to do very simple rhinestone design by just adding them on the nail with the pumpkins only. And another thing I forgot to mention, the pumpkin nail is actually the ring finger. I just accidentally switched it when I was making it, but the pumpkin nail is the ring finger. So before I even started, I already knew that this was the ring finger, but I just wanted to mention that to you guys in case you guys get confused later. So this is the ring finger, and that's why it has those stones, because it's just like the accent nail, I guess. And the characters go on the middle and the pointer. So Keroppi was actually made on the pointer finger. So now I'm going to be drawing Pochaco, and Pochaco is going to be on the other hand. And Pochaco personally is one of the easiest Sanrio characters to draw, if not the easiest. So there's not much to Pochaco. It is very, very simple. So there's just like the head, and then the little eyes, the little nose are all very similar, and then the ears are very easy as well. I don't know how to explain it too much, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch so I'm not just babbling off to you guys. But yeah, I'm just switching off between brushes. I'm using my 9mm from Nailzbydev and then my brush, and I'm just using the same colors as all the other nails. So once I was done with Pachaco, I'm moving on to my Melody. So I knew I wanted to do 4 different characters for this nail set, and I think I have never painted my Melody on my channel before. So I'm starting off by doing my Melody's head, which I did and then cured, and then I did the hat part. So the hat part of my Melody is just part of her outfit, I believe, and I did that orange, and then I'm doing the same outlining for the whole entire nail. Honestly, I was planning on just doing the My Melody head somehow, but it did not work out. I was like, no, like all the characters have their body, so my Melody has to also have the body. But the reason why I didn't know what to do for the body was because I had no inspo for this one. Like, I just did it off the top of my head, and I just like assumed that her body looked like this, and I hope I got it right. I honestly never even looked to see if it was correct, but now that I'm looking back, it is great. So it honestly worked out good. I just did the little My Melody smile, the little eyes, and the little eyelashes, and then the little tiny nose, which is like a mustard yellow color, just like Hello Kitty. And then I'm doing the My Melody bow in the same color that I did for Hello Kitty's bow. And My Melody's bow is a little bit bigger, and it is centered. It is not off to the side like Hello Kitty's. And then I did add some shading around My Melody's headpiece, and then just basically adding shading all throughout. And then did My Melody's blush, which is just the pink color that I used for Keroppi. Thankfully, I have all these colors on my paint palette, so I don't really have to do much. And now I'm just finishing up the rest of the body and outlining. So similar to Hello Kitty, I knew I wanted to add leaves on this one, like on the floor, and then also falling down. So I decided to do the leaves and then adding the details as I go, just like I did with all of the other ones. And then as you can see, My Melody's body turned out very cute. Her hands look very cute. Everything turned out super cute. This is my favorite hand, honestly. Like, I love this hand so much. The My Melody and the Pachaco are so cute together, like on the hand. So I love it, and just the details of how the leaves turned out incredible as well. And then once I was done with the nails, this is what they looked like on the stand still. They are so cute. I was literally mesmerized by them. Like, I showed them to my boyfriend right away. I was like, you have to see these nails I just made. Thankfully, he always appreciates the nails I do, and he's like, these are so cute. The girls are gonna love them, basically, because he knows like everybody loves it. And then I am going ahead and showing you guys here what they look like in the box. Once they are all nice and filed, I absolutely love this nail set. It is one of my favorites of fall time so far. I am obsessed. If you guys are obsessed as well, please don't forget to leave a like on this video, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!